Hi, this is Christian Chase with Chase Real Estate and ChaseForeclosure.com. Hey, for our real estate investors, we have a brand new app that you can download either on the Google Play Store or Apple Store, and it's Chase Workplace. And I have links below where you can grab this new app. And it is our workspace. So if you're an investor that's been working with us for a long time, we used the Facebook Workplace. They're sunsetting that at this particular point, and we have created our own version of Workplace, and that's called Chase Workplace. So that makes it simple. But what I wanted to do is very quickly give you a tutorial on how to use this, and I'm going to show you right now how our investors use Workplace. And it's critical because if you're an investor that wants to know what's going on with your property, a great spot to communicate with renovation contractors, with your real estate broker, all parties involved, and we can communicate with you. All could be done through this app. And I'm telling you right now, I've been using this for many years, a system very similar to this, and it is the best way to communicate because it is like a social media feed, if you think of it that way. It's every single property. When you close on a house, we're going to invite you into a private group. And this group is going to be named the property address. So the one I'm going to show you today is my famous 132 Skidoo. And that property, what we're going to do is the day you close on it, we're going to create a group and we're going to invite you into this group. We're going to invite the renovation contractor that you've hired. I'm going to invite the other partners within our business into this group. You can invite people into the group. If you want somebody else invited, all you need to do is put in their email address and let us know you want to invite them into the group, and we'll get them into that particular group so they can communicate, view everything, upload photos, view videos. But what the Workplace essentially is it's a way for all of us to visually see what's going on at the property with photos and video, but also communicating, mentioning each other or tagging each other about items or questions while the renovation is going on, while the home's on the market. It's kind of a data resource as well. Surveys, the hot list when we sent out the property is on there. You name it, it all can be found there. And who are all the members? Who's working on your property? Who do I contact? What's their name? What's their telephone number? What's their email address? You can chat with them through this app as well. So it's a great communication tool, and I encourage all investors to use this. And I would say 99% of our investors that buy properties with us use it and love it, okay? And so there is the 1% that does not want to use the technology that's out there, and that's totally okay. It's not like you're obligated to use this. I'm paying for it. So if you want to use it, go ahead and use it. If you don't want to use it, then don't use it. But it's something that I pay for every month, and I think it's a great resource. So let me show you just a couple little tips and tricks when you're working within this app, and I think it'll help you understand. So we're on the property. When you get invited into Workplace, you're going to be invited into your group. So in this case, 132 Skidoo, Naperville, Illinois. You're going to see an image of your property. And then there's a couple little things up at the top here. There's a timeline, which is what it's going to default to. And that's going to be like your social feed where you can see everything that's going on with the property. There's also a members button. These are going to be all of the people that are in the group. The renovation contractors, the Christy may be in there, the listing broker, some of our staff, Holly, director of operations, will be in there. So you're going to see a lot of people. You're going to be in there, and any of your renovation contractors that you hire, we can invite them easily into this. All you got to do is let us know their name and email address, and we can get them in here, and they'll get an invite. We also have a little file section. We haven't really been using that all that much, but going back to timeline, what's critical is because it's an app, it works on desktop, and it really works extremely well on your phone. So that's a great spot to use this, and that's probably where you'll use it the most. But I'm on a desktop right now. So let's say you wanted to communicate with Christy at our office right now. So all you do is you're on the timeline, and you can easily go in and write a message. Hi, Christy. Need some info on a roofer. And then what you would want to do is tag Christy by going at Christy, and she's going to then pop up here if you do at Christy, or you can mention a person down here, and when you do that, all the people in the group are going to be listed in here. And again, I can click on to mention a person. Now all I need to do is, if I click post, now if you mention someone here, like where I was just showing, you mention Christy, not only does it send a push notification to her on her phone, she's going to get an alert. She's also going to get an alert up at the top here under this little bell. She's going to get an alert, and if you mention her, she's also going to get an email saying, hey, you need to react to something for the property at 132 Skidoo in Naperville. And so it really is a great way for you to be able to communicate. And what's awesome about it, if you're on your phone adding images, videos, files, anything that you really want to do, if you wanted to draft something very formal, you could do that through here with Format Tests. You'll notice featured over here, the hot list. That's going to take you to the property that you purchased and all the details when you were purchasing the property initially. We may be uploading certain items like a survey. If we have a survey on hand, we're going to upload that in here under featured as well. You will see on the feed down here that, we may have the survey also in the timeline that may show up in there. But just remember, the timeline is the newest posts are going to be up at the top and the oldest posts will be at the bottom. So let's say, I always like to use an example of where you should be using this is to memorialize a conversation. So let's say I'm on the phone with the renovation contractor and we're talking about something that we want done. What I like to do is I like to just jot down those notes within Workplace to kind of memorialize the conversation. A brief little summary. Hey, Matt and I were talking about removing a wall. We both agreed that we would open up the dining room and kitchen. Maybe that's not something you need to mention everybody on, but you want to memorialize it. So just write a post. You don't have to mention anybody in that case. But if you need somebody else to take action, you need the renovation contractor to do something, that's where you want to mention them. So you're going to find it's a great tool. All of your properties that you have are going to show up on here, and it is as simple as downloading the app. And I would also likely say save the link also to your computer as well, so that you have this on your desktop and you have it saved and you can easily go to it. Because I always say with images, the photos on these properties, looking at it on your cell phone here is great, but seeing a photo on a desktop or a laptop, I think is a lot of times a lot better. So yeah, I think you're going to use a combination of Workplace, the Chase Workplace on your phone and your desktop, but mainly you'll be using it on your phone. So I want to stress that. So it's downloading the apps and getting set there. So, but as always, if you have any questions, you need any assistance, always reach out to me. I would say that right now I'm as close to an expert at it as you can get, and your input is also important to me. I want to know what you're thinking about. If there's some enhancement that needs to be made, I can probably make any change I want to. We developed the app completely, so there's so many things that I can add to it. You might find a feature and letting me know, hey Christian, this would be a great little feature. Please do that as well. There's a chat function in there where we can chat back and forth as well. So, and that would be a great spot to do it. So get used to using this and reach out to me if you've got questions. Thanks.